Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Am I the Asshole? If you enjoy hearing Reddit anecdotes, it would be greatly appreciated if you could give us a like or subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, let's dive into our first story. Am I the asshole for telling my sister I don't care that her house is bigger and cheaper than mine? Edit 2, just wanted to clear some things up. I got such a good deal because a friend of my aunt had to go into assisted living. She wanted to sell it ASAP. I was able to pay in cash, and she gave me a good deal because she knew I was looking and that I'd take great care of it. I'm also in a shady, according to tech bros who never leave the North Side area. Also, somebody mentioned that I shouldn't look down on my hometown. I will, and I'm not sorry for it. I faced a lot of discrimination, and I had to leave because a group of people made it their mission to harass me because they didn't like the way I was born. Edit. Thank you everybody for your replies. Maybe half an hour after posting this, I tripped on some uneven sidewalk and broke my phone. I had to get it replaced, thank goodness for iCloud, and the cashier just gave me really bad anxiety. Just know that I appreciate all the comments, even if I can't respond right now. My sister, 24 female, and I, 26 male, grew up in a small town that I pretty much got chased out of. I ended up a couple hours away in Chicago. I absolutely love it here. There's things open after 7 p.m., I can walk and take transit everywhere, and there's actual jobs for disabled people like me. A few months ago, I bought a house in the middle of my lease. It's an 800 square foot bungalow in a lovely neighborhood that didn't need any work at all. It cost $220,000. For comparison, my sister bought a 20-year-old 2,400 square foot house for $170,000 last year. In our hometown, my house would go for maybe $80,000. She's not in a bad area or anything. It just has nothing to offer young people who haven't lived there for several generations. My sister came over yesterday to see the house for the first time, which was an event in itself because she's scared of Chicago. She liked the photos and called it a good starter home. I plan to live here forever, but was pretty disappointed when she actually got to look around. She claimed it was barely bigger than a studio apartment. She asked how much I paid. I told her, and she said, I literally paid $50,000 less for something much newer, prettier, and 3 times the size. I went, okay, congrats, but I don't care. I'd rather buy somewhere I actually want to live, even if it costs more. She accused me of being condescending and said that I shouldn't act like I'm too good for our hometown. I told her I wanted to move past this and offered to walk with her to the KFC a couple blocks away. She said she'd rather go home and that I should reimburse her for gas since she drove all the way out 2 hours to see me, only for her to have to leave after half an hour because of my attitude. I told her I wouldn't be doing that and that she chose to leave, and she went, "You've turned into a complete jerk ever since you moved here." I told her to leave and she left. I'm not sure who's TA here because we aren't the type to involve family in our arguments. But she's telling her friends who are apparently saying I'm a jerk who just wanted to humiliate a woman. Not the asshole. It's your money to spend on whatever house you want. She doesn't live there. Who cares if she likes it? I hope you're happy in your home. Unpainted wood trim, oak hardwood floors, a sunroom, and stained glass windows? You bet I am. When I first started looking, I wanted to get a fixer-upper of a similar age, make everything white, and install vinyl flooring. I'm so glad I didn't. Your sister sounds jealous that you got out of your hometown and now live a good life in a dangerous, exciting city with all the adventure she knows she will never experience. Not the asshole. I wouldn't say she is jealous, but she was trying to be condescending herself, and OP threw it right back at her. Smaller houses in more desirable area cost more than larger houses in less desirable areas. Even someone with a rudimentary understanding of real estate knows that. Her think you're too good for attitude is pretty standard for narcissists. As much as I hate using that word because it's so overused on Reddit, who cannot understand why someone wouldn't want to live the life they do or make different choices than them. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. You escaped the crab basket. Crab mentality, also known as crab theory, 12 crabs in a bucket mentality, or the crab bucket effect, is a mentality of which people will try and prevent others from gaining a favorable position in something, even if it has no effect on those trying to stop them. It is usually summarized with the phrase, "If I can't have it, neither can you." 3. The metaphor is derived from anecdotal claims about the behavior of crabs contained in an open bucket. If a crab starts to climb out, 4, it will be pulled back in by the others, ensuring the group's collective demise. 567. The analogous theory in human behavior is that members of a group will attempt to reduce the self-confidence of any member who achieves success beyond others, out of envy, jealousy, resentment, spite, conspiracy, or competitive feelings, in order to halt their progress. 891011. Stay out of the crab bucket. Don't let your sister draw you back down. She acts out of envy, not love. Your new life and independence scare her. You're the condescending one? She literally spoke down to you, bragging about the size and price of her house, not the asshole. OP. The only one with an attitude is your sour puss of a sister. Am I the asshole because I am intentionally not letting my neighbor in, causing her and her dog to sit outside in the dark? I live in an apartment block. To access the property after 8 p.m., you must carry your front door key with you. We were all told this prior to moving in. A tenant has moved in downstairs, and she leaves the back door unlocked to allow herself to come and go without taking her key. She isn't supposed to do this, and she has been told multiple times to take her front door key in case the door locks, which she has ignored. She has started treating me like a literal doorman, knocking loudly on my windows and repeatedly buzzing my apartment to try to get me to open the door for her. It is daily, and it riles up my dog every time, and it always occurs after 9 p.m. I have let her in twice in good faith, then told her the third time to take her key, and that I will no longer be answering. She decided to go out with her dog this evening, and again didn't bother to take her key when she started buzzing and knocking on my windows loudly. I shut off my buzzer, gave my dog a treat, and closed the doors, deciding to ignore her and continue watching my movie instead. This is where I could be TA. It's dark out at the moment, late, and she's outside by herself with her dog. She's been out there for about 45 minutes. We also live in a shady area, not dangerous, but definitely not pleasant at night. She has been sat outside on the doorstep on her phone, angrily ranting about me to her friends, like I'm her dad. I don't know this woman, aside from her treating me like a concierge. Am I the asshole? Edit for update. I opened the door. I said I wouldn't, but quite frankly, I literally couldn't go to sleep knowing she and her dog were out there. I went downstairs and opened the door and told her that this was the last time, and I will be reporting to management and calling the police if she knocks on my windows anymore. I'm gonna just hope that a few hours outside has got the message across. Sorry for everyone who told me not to give in, but it's nearing midnight here, and as much as she pisses me off, I'm not about to leave her out there. Report her to management every single time. It may take a while, but she will either stop or get kicked out. They have liability if they know, and anyone ever comes in who should not, steals or worse, harms someone. If they don't seem to take this seriously, tell them. Give an example. Someone with DV in their past or someone on drugs who is a friend of a resident, and these types come in to hurt someone. The management is on the hook for any and all costs to the tenants and building, including medical. I am 100% calling the management tomorrow to lodge a report against her. It is literally 10 p.m. at night, and she is still knocking on my windows. Not the asshole. Some people feel entitled to everything and think everyone else lives to make them favors, and they don't even see those as favors. You did everything right and in a civil way before taking action. You helped her even when she was being rude and an inconvenience. You talked to her about it and warned her that you wouldn't be opening for her again. And yet she decided to do it again. How come you are in the wrong for not answering? But she is just fine by knocking on your door during the evening multiple times and on purpose. I do feel the consequences are a bit harsh, but that's on her. She was getting used to using you for her convenience only. She needs to learn one way or another that people are not there to serve her purposes and comfort. And having someone help you when you are in need is different than taking advantage. Where the hell do you live that an apartment building is unlocked at all? Ever. The access button is active from 6 a.m. 8 p.m. It's for postmen visitors. It's the standard practice for all the flat blocks in our area. Well, that's another episode of Am I the Asshole in the books. I really appreciate all of you who made it this far into the video. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, it would really help the channel out a lot if you gave the video a thumbs up, subscribe, or leave a comment down below. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.